Hi to everyone, my name is Andres Torres, and today I'm going to talk about the work for the laboratory number 3. And so continue with the explain. Okay, we have heard the information. The first point of this explain is the autonomy work. We have heard the first point is explain the itinerants. And we're going to explain this the a fundamental concept of the object-oriented programming that allows creating new class based on an existing class that is a superclass or a parent class that promotes code reuse, improve maintainability, and makes the system easier to extend. Okay, we can go to check the code. Moment. Listo. Okay. This is the autonomy work. Okay. The first point we have the parent class vehicle. When we define a brand and a model that is a general vehicle that show the information, and we have a child class that is the subclass, the car. Okay. We have the definition, the brand, the model, and the doors. Other more specific think of the cars. Yeah. Because in our class, for example, motorcycle, it doesn't have doors. Um, you have the super code to check to write the definition from the parent class, and we add the self doors. Okay, and we have show the info including the doors, and we have applying the uses. For example, we have the vehicle that is generic when a model X, animal, and more specific, we have car that is a Toyota Corolla with 4 doors. Okay, we have the that it should print in console that you should print vehicle generic model and Toyota Corolla Squad. For example, we can check that here. Okay, the first part is this vehicle, and the parent class is a generic. This is the object of the generic class, and this is the object to a subclass. Yes, more specific. And in the second point, we check the overwriting. That is the prop. Okay, sorry. We can check the UML diagram for the inheritance that we have here. The parent class vehicle that have 2 subclass, that is car and motorcycle. Yeah, car or moto that have this definition and these methods. But so specific, the motorcycle have cilindraje, and we can make caballito with that. And with the car, we have uh, our property that is number of of doors, and we can open the open our maletero. And okay, continue overwriting. That is the property to change a method throughout a subclass. Okay, we can view the example code. And the second is here. Okay, we have, for example, a class animal that we have the method to make a sound. And for example, the sound is this animal make a sound. Okay, but in a specific subclass, we can check we can make an object what is a dog. Um, when we can change the method or writing that to change to the woof woof. Okay, is that is the sound of a dog. Okay, and we create her 2 objects: an animal, it's a generical animal, and a specific animal that is a dog. Okay, and we have her print the animal sounds, we have the animal make a sound, so this is a hierarchical class, and the hierarchical object, and the specific object a dog make woof woof. Okay, for the third example, mm, okay, we can see the diagram of the first point, the second point, and the third example, that is the overloading in OP. Um, in Python, okay, we can see that in Python we doesn't not support traditional overloading. That is creating multiple methods with the same name with different parameters. Okay, that is make a method but using different parameters. Okay, we can check it in the example in Python, but is using default values, because in Python we can support that. Okay, but we uh, try to make it in Python. Okay, how? Here we have a self that we have a calculator to class to create an object calculator, and we have defined the method add, and we have the app b c and none. We can uh, precisely uh, make the default value. No, we have c with the default value. uh, so if c is not none, okay, if c exists, we can add the three parameters. But if it's not, we only add two parameters, and we have here the calculator, the part with the object calc, and check the properties. We can only add two or add the three. Yeah, we can see that here. Okay. Now we can check the lab. That is the work for this lab. And this lab is based in make a system for a university with a parent class and sheet class. Okay, yes, two class. Um, so we have the class, the parent class, the super class, a persona. Okay, we can base the system in the persona, and with definition, we have the definition of the information for a people, for a persona. Okay, a name, a age, and identification. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and we can check the personal information and the role with the institution. No, that is the basic of the class persona, and we can make the child class or the subclass, that is estudiante in this case, and we have the definition with the things of the parent class, and we add for specific student that have a career and a semester. Okay, um, we can check the information and the oral session that how in the parent class, and our subclass is docente, that make the parent class the information of the parent class, but have the specialty and salary. Okay, is the add for docente, but makes similarly edits inherently the parent class, and the last one here is the child class, the subclass administrative, that have the different things, that is it going to have the area and cargo, that's for the administrative. Okay, and check the information and the role, and we have here the check the and register different people. With a list, you have so while it's true, uh, we can check the register of people, student, docente, administrativo, nuestra información. Okay, well, we can register these three different objects, and we can check the information. Okay, we're going to check to register estudiante, docente, and administrativo. Okay, there is a list to make a choice election and to print the information of the list. Okay, that we're going to check it. Okay, okay. The first, we're going to register a student with the name Andres, the age 17, and the identification blah blah blah. Listo. And the career software. Okay. Okay, and the semester we're in second semester. Okay, and now we're going to register a docent, docente. We have here the, for example, Miguel, 34, um, specialty sistemas. So we're going to 4 millones. Okay. Yes. Sí, yeah, 4. And the initiative that is uh, 1 or 1 y dash 54, and kitchen an area is okay, area, for example, and and we're going to check information, and we have 3 people now: estudiante, docente, and the administrative with the specific subclass items, no? Estudiante and career, docente and specialty, and administrativo y the cars. That the area and the cars, el cargo. Okay, and we can go out. Wait, 5, and we are out. So that is all. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.